Pteranodon, the ultimate prehistoric hang glider. The name means wing without teeth. Polite, until you realize this thing could still snatch fish straight out of the water, like a flying swordfish with attitude. During the late Cretaceous, it ruled the skies. A wingspan of up to 7 meters. That's wider than a small airplane. And yet, it weighed only 30 kilos. Basically, your dog, with a pilot's license. It didn't flap much. It surfed the air, riding thermal currents for hours. Completely silent, completely majestic. And that long backward crest? Not decoration. It worked like a built-in tail fin. An aerodynamic miracle. 70 million years before Boeing figured it out. Terrifying to look at, but honestly, it probably never roared. It just whooshed. But if you think this sky surfer was strange, wait till you meet the one that looked like a flying crocodile. Dimorphodon, the ugly pioneer of flight. If evolution had a rough draft, this was it. Part bat, part crocodile, part what were you thinking? It lived about 190 million years ago, one of the earliest pterosaurs to take the skies. Wingspan, barely 1.5 meters. Small body, enormous head, and teeth everywhere. Its name means two-formed tooth because it had both sharp fangs up front and chunky crushers in the back. A flying Swiss Army knife. It probably dove from cliffs, gliding short distances, snatching fish and bugs mid-air. More of a jump and hope strategy than true flight. And yet, this awkward experiment paved the way for every pterosaur that came after. So yes, ugly? Definitely. Important? Absolutely. And if you think this one looks odd, wait till you see the next, where style finally takes flight. Geosternbergia, the crest that changed everything. Often mistaken for its famous cousin Pteranodon, but this one had flair. Same 7-meter wingspan, same sleek, toothless beak, but its crest pointed straight up, like a prehistoric sail. That wasn't just decoration, it was engineering. The vertical crest balanced its enormous head mid-flight, acting as a built-in rudder. And maybe, just maybe, it doubled as a display piece, because nature never misses a chance to mix science with fashion. Males flaunted the biggest crests, turning every glide into a runway moment. Imagine flying physics and vanity in one elegant package. It proved flight wasn't just survival, it was style. And if you think this was flamboyant, the next one turns the sky into an art gallery. Tapejara, the artist of the skies. Straight out of early Cretaceous Brazil, where evolution apparently decided that flying reptiles deserved personality. This one sported a gigantic sail-like crest stretching from beak to skull, painted in bright reds, oranges, maybe even electric blues. Think prehistoric peacock meets fighter jet. Its name means old being in Tupi, but nothing about it felt old-fashioned. That crest wasn't just for show. It acted like a rudder, stabilizing its flight while screaming, "Look at me!" With a 4-meter wingspan, Tapejara glided gracefully over tropical lagoons, snatching small prey and stealing every spotlight in sight. It was evolution's first performance artist, a flying neon billboard with attitude. But if you think color was its weapon, wait until teeth make their comeback. Tropeognathus, the fisherman of the ancient seas. This was no graceful glider. This was a predator. A wingspan of 8 meters, slicing through the warm Cretaceous air like a living fighter jet. Its long jaws were lined with sharp, forward-angled teeth, perfect for snagging fish right from the surface. One dive, one snap, dinner served. It ruled the coastal skies of what's now Brazil and England, patrolling waves like a silent shadow. Despite its terrifying looks, it weighed less than a turkey. Light bones, deadly precision. Its name means keel jaw, a nod to the aerodynamic ridge running down its snout, part weapon, part wing. And if you think this one was fierce, wait till the next. The Dragon of Death itself. Thanatosdrakon, the Dragon of Death. Yes, that's its real name, because when paleontologists unearthed this monster in Argentina, no other name felt worthy. It lived 86 million years ago, with wings stretching nearly 9 meters, one of the largest pterosaurs ever found. It soared above the deserts of Patagonia, casting shadows big enough to terrify small dinosaurs below. Light bones, massive skull, and a presence that screamed apex predator. Its name combines Thanatos, the Greek god of death, and Drakon, meaning dragon. Subtle, right? But even this flying nightmare wasn't the last of its kind, because next, the skies crowned their true titan. Quetzalcoatlus, the Sky Titan. Named after the Aztec feathered serpent god because giraffe with wings just didn't sound divine enough. This giant ruled the skies of late Cretaceous Texas with a wingspan over 12 meters, the size of a small plane, and a height rivaling a giraffe. It could launch itself into flight using all 4 limbs, catapulting into the air like living artillery. And once airborne, it glided for kilometers, a silent ruler of prehistoric airspace. Weighing just 200 kilos, it was power through precision, not bulk. Quetzalcoatlus was evolution's final boss, the last true monarch of the skies. But even empires fall, and the next chapter rewrites the sky forever. Dsungaripterus, the engineer of evolution. Not the biggest, not the flashiest, but one of the smartest designs nature ever built. Living 120 million years ago in what's now China, it had a curved, upturned snout and thick, crushing teeth. No fish, just shellfish. Clams, crabs, snails, nature's hard snacks. That heavy skull was perfectly balanced by a short rear crest. Stability by design. It wasn't about power anymore. It was optimization. The Pteranodon soared. The Quetzalcoatlus ruled. But Dsungaripterus refined. And when the last of them vanished, the sky didn't fall. It simply changed hands to feathers. See in the next video. The mountain gorilla. Deep in the misty mountains of Central Africa lives a creature that looks both ancient and familiar. Massive, powerful, yet strangely gentle. If you soared all the way to the end, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, hit the bell, and tell me which pterosaur you'd want flying over your neighborhood.